Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm with the czar of the playbook, Emery Hunt. I'm Tyler Merkovich, bringing you an AFC showdown. We have the Denver Broncos against the Indianapolis Colts, and the Colts have absolutely owned the Broncos over the years. I don't know how many consecutively they've won in a row. The Broncos come in here with the number one pass defense, the number 3 total defense here. Mike Nolan has that defense playing well. 37% on third down for the season. Undersized unit, but how can they stop this number one passing offense of Indianapolis?
They're going to have to run the football. You got to run right at the Colts defensive line.
Moreno and Buckholter had breakout games against Kansas City.
So you utilize that depth to run right at the Colts. You want to slow the game down, keep it close. The Titans were able to do so, run the football. They just sputtered in the red zone. So they really have to make a dedication to run the football this week to slow the game down. Second, defensively, they really have to disrupt Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning ordinarily struggles with 3-4 fronts. They do run the 3-4, so they should be able to get some pressure on Manning to force Manning to throw off that time of that offense. So they really have to apply that pressure heavily to Peyton Manning this week. And third, I look at the matchup between the two quarterbacks. You look at Kyle Orton versus Peyton Manning. Kyle Orton is going to have to control the Colts defense with his arm, with that secondary. So those are the keys to victory for the Broncos.
And under 25% on third down against the Chiefs. Orton's really going to need to keep the chains moving against this undersized defense, wear them down. But the Colts, number 32 in rushing, they still haven't got that going. But when they rush it inside the red zone, they get touchdowns with a die. This team's over 50% on third down, which is unbelievable. And their defense, every one sack they give up, their defense is getting 4. So that's a great ratio. What are your keys to victory for the Colts?
O-line protection. O-line has to protect inside out. When you get pressure on a quarterback like a Peyton Manning or Tom Brady or Drew Brees, you have to get pressure directly up the middle because they love to step up into the pocket. So O-line have to protect that front because the Broncos will try to rush directly up the middle with that 3-4 front. Second, I look at the running game. They really have to make a concerted effort to develop some balance because we know you're facing a pass rusher in Dumerville and company. They really have to get the running game going. You want to run at Dumerville, force him to make plays in the run game. That's how you neutralize that pass rush. And third, Peyton Manning is going to have to take over this game and really have to get this offense going. No hiccups. They struggle. They have a stretch throughout every game where they struggle. Where they can get disrupted, they can get off time and off schedule. So Peyton Manning really has to make sure that offense is playing well throughout. I like the Colts in this matchup playing at home. They won't lose at Lucas Oil Field.
Great matchup, Reggie Wayne versus Champ Bailey. I think the streak ends, though. I'm going with the Broncos. They're running the ball. They're coming together. I think with Brandon Marshall and those receivers, they can take advantage of the Colts secondary a little bit. So I'm going to go with the upset here. I like the Broncos.
The matchup for me is between which defensive end can get to the quarterback faster, whether it be Freeney or Mathis or Dumerville.
Great matchup there. And Pierre Garçon, we haven't mentioned him, but he's having a phenomenal rookie year out of that tiny Division II school. For more, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.